Hello and welcome to Saurav's classes. Today we are going to discuss the CAT 2021 Slot 3 QA solutions. This is the first question that says that Bank A offers 6% interest rate per annum compounded half yearly. Bank B and C offers simple interest, but the interest rate offered by Bank C is twice that of B. Raju invests a certain amount in Bank B for a certain period, and Rupa invests 10,000 in Bank C for twice that period. The interest that would accrue to Raju during that period is equal to the interest that would have accrued had he invested the same amount in Bank A for 1 year. Then the interest accrued to Rupa is what? So here we have to take the interest that Raju gets. Now Raju had invested in Bank B. Now let the interest in Bank B, interest of Bank B, be R. So that means the interest of Bank C is twice R. So now the interest that Raju will get from Bank B would be P into R into N by 100, where R is the rate of interest and N is the time period. Now this interest will be equal to the interest that he would have got had he invested the same amount in Bank A for 1 year. Now that means this interest will be equal to the interest in Bank A for 1 year. Now interest in Bank A would be principal into 1 plus the rate of Bank A, which is 6% per annum compounded half yearly. That means it is getting compounded twice in 1 year. So that means 1 plus 3%, which is the half yearly compounding square, minus 1. So this is the interest that Raju would have got from Bank A. Now these two are same, which means PP gets cancelled. So Rn by 100 is equal to 1.03 whole square minus 1, which is 1.0609 minus 1, which is 0.0609. Now here let me tell you, there's a very simple way to calculate the product of numbers which are close to 100. So here I am basically multiplying 103 into 103. Now how far is 103 from 100? It is plus 3. So I will cross add any one pair. So 103 plus 3 is 106, and then I'll multiply these two. 3 into 3 is 9. So 09. There will be 2 digits after this. So 10609. Here it's 1.03 times 1.03. So that comes out as 1.0609. So this is the value of Rn by 100. Now the interest that Rupa will get from Bank C. Now Rupa has invested twice for twice the period, and the interest of Bank C is twice of R. So for Rupa the interest will be 10,000 into 2R by 100 into 2N, which is 4 Rn by 100 into 10,000, which is 4 into 0.0609 into 10,000, which is 609 into 4, and that is 2436. The next question says, if fx equals x square minus 7x and gx is x plus 3, then the minimum value of f of g of x minus 3x. Now f of g of x minus 3x will be x plus 3 whole square minus 7 into x plus 3 minus 3x. Now this is obviously a quadratic in x, and if we simplify this, it will come out as x square plus 6x plus 9 minus 7x minus 10 minus 3x, which is x square minus 4x minus 1. So this is the this would be 7 into 3, 21. So minus 12. So x square minus 4x minus 12 will be the value of f of g of x minus 3x. Now we have to minimize this. So in order to minimize this, we have to write it as a sum or difference of two squares. So basically it's a question of completion of squares. So this would be x square minus 4x plus 4 minus 4 minus 12. So that would be x square minus 4x plus 4 minus 4 minus 12. So this will give us x minus 2 whole square minus 16. So that means the minimum value of this will happen when this goes to 0, because the minimum value of any square is 0. So when this is 0, then f of g of x minus 3x will be minimum, and the minimum value will be minus 16. The third question says, in a tournament, a team has played 40 matches so far and won 30% of them. If they win 60% of the remaining matches, their overall win percent will be 50. Suppose they win 90% of the remaining matches, what would be the total number of matches won by the team? So they have played 40 matches, won 30% of them, that means they have won 12 matches. And let the remaining matches be R. So if they win 60% of the remaining matches, that means plus 0.6 R, where R is the remaining number of matches. This will be 50% of the total number of wins. That means 50% win of the total number of matches. So 0.5 into total number of matches will be 40 plus R. So from here we can solve for R very easily. So 0.6 R minus 0.5 R will be 0.1 R. That's equal to 40 into 0.5 is 20 minus 12 is 8. So R is 80. So we have 80 matches remaining. Now if they win 90% of the remaining matches, that means they will win 72 out of that, and they have already won 12, so plus 12. So the total number of matches that they will win in that case is 84. Now this is the fourth question, which is a question which involves modulus functions. Now the best way to solve modulus functions is to break it down into quadrants. So in the first quadrant, both x and y are positive. So in the first quadrant, where both x and y are positive, modulus y will be y and modulus x will be x. So in the first quadrant, the equations will become 3x plus 3y equals 7 and 2x plus 3y equals 1. Now if you simply solve this, you will get x equals 6 and y will be equal to 1 minus 12 by 3, that's minus 11 by 3. Now this is a wrong solution because y is coming out as negative. So this will not be the solution. Next we go to the second quadrant where x is negative but y is positive. So the first equation will remain as is 3x plus 3y equals 7. The second equation for modulus x, we will take minus x. So x minus x will be 0. That means 3y will be equal to 1. So that means y is 1 by 3. So if I put the value here, 3x becomes 7 minus 1, which is 6. So x is 6 by 3 or 2. Now once again I am getting a positive value of x, which is wrong because x has to be negative. So this is also not the right solution. Next, we come to the third quadrant where both x and y are negative. So that means both the values will become negative. The modulus values will become negative. So the equation will be 3x minus 2y plus y, that would be 3x minus y equals 7, and x minus x plus 3y equals 1, that means 3y equals 1, or y equals 1 by 3. Now this is also wrong because y is coming out as positive here. Now we come to the last quadrant, or the fourth quadrant, where x is positive but y is negative. So that means the first equation will become 3x minus y equals 7. The second equation will, however, remain, modulus x will remain as x. So 2x plus 3y equals 1. So now we solve this simultaneously. We multiply the first one with 3 so that we can eliminate y. So 9x minus 3y equals 21 from here. And then we simply add them, we get 11x equals 22, or x equals to 2. And you put x equals to 2 back in any of the two equations, you get y equals 3x minus 7, or 3 into 2, 6 minus 7, which is minus 1. So y equals minus 1 and x equals 2 is the right set of solution for this set of equation. So that means the value of x plus 2y will be 2 minus 2, which is 0. Now we move to the fifth question, which says a shop owner bought a total of 64 shirts from a wholesale market that came in two sizes, small and large. The price of a small shirt was 50 rupees less than that of a large shirt. She paid a total of 5,000 for the large shirts and 1,800 for the small shirts. Then the price of a large shirt and a small shirt together is what? Now to solve this question, the simple way is to make a table, and the table would be like this: small, large. There are two types of shirts, small and large, and we take the quantity and the unit price of both and calculate the total price. So the total quantity of shirts is given as 64, so we don't know the number of small and large shirts individually, so we take the quantities as x and 64 minus x. Now the unit price again is not explicitly told for either of them. It's just told that the price of a small shirt was 50 rupees less than that of a large shirt. So I can take the large shirt as y, and this would be y minus 50. So the total price will be the product of the quantity and the unit price. So that would be x into y minus 50 and y into 64 minus x. And it is given that the total price for the small shirts is 1,800. So this would be 1,800 and the other one would be 5,000. Now we can see that we have two variables, x and y, and there are two equations. So obviously we can go with the quadratic route. I can express, since I need the price of the large shirt and the small shirt, that means basically I need y plus 50. So what they are asking is y plus y minus 50, which is 2y minus 50. Now I need the value of 2y minus 50. So basically I can eliminate x from both the equations, and that will give me a quadratic. For example, if I take write x in terms of y from the first equation, this will be x equals 1,800 by y minus 50. Now if I substitute it in the second equation, it would be y into 64 minus 1800 by y minus 50 equals 5000. Now this will give me a quadratic in y, as you can see, right? So in order to avoid the quadratic and arrive at the solution quickly, what I'm going to do is I'm going to take the help of the solutions given. So the options given are 200, 175, 225 and 150. So these would be the values of 2y minus 50. So therefore the corresponding values of y from these would be, if this is equal to 200, then 2y would be equal to 200 plus 50, which is 250 divided by 2, that's 125. Y would be 125. In the second case, it would be 175 plus 50 by 2, that's 225 by 2, which is 112.5. In the third case, it would be 275 by 2, that's 137.5. And the last case would be 150 plus 50, 200 by 2, which is 100. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to look at the values and take any one of the value. Let's start with the smallest one, which is 100, and let me substitute this in the first equation. So if y is 100, then x would come out as 1800 by 50, which would be 36. Now if I put x equal to 36 in the second equation, that would give me 64 minus 36 is 28, and 28 into y is 50,000. So y would be coming out as y, the value of y is already given 100. So 100 into 28 is 2800, which is not equal to 5000. So this is not the correct option. Next I go to 125. So if I put 125, then from the first equation I'll get x equal to 1800 by 125 minus 50, that's 75. So that would be equal to 5, we go with 25, so 3, and we go with 25, that's 750, which is 2. So 72 by 3 is 24. So x is 24. So in the second equation I substitute x equal to 24. I get 64 minus 24 is 30 multiplied by 125. So 30 into 125 would be this is 64 minus 24, that's 40. 40 into 125 is 5000. So that means option A is the correct option. We come to question number 6, which is a theta question. That means there's no negative marking for this. Now this says Meera and Amal walk around a circular track starting from the same point at the same time. If they walk in the same direction, then in 45 minutes, Amal completes exactly 3 more rounds than Meera. If they walk in opposite directions, then they meet for the first time exactly after 3 minutes. Number of rounds Meera walks in 1 hour is what? Now for this, it's easy if you just draw a small diagram. Let's say this is your starting point P, and from here let's take the case where they're going in opposite direction. So Meera is going in this direction, Amal is going in this direction. Now we can see that from the first condition that Amal completes more rounds than Meera in the same time. That means the speed of Amal is greater. So let's say they meet at some point here, let's say Q, and let's say the distance covered by Meera is x, and the total distance, the total circumference of the circular track is, let's say, d. So that means this distance will be d minus x. So therefore, the ratio of speeds of Amal and Meera would be d minus x is to x. Now, which means that they meet in 3 minutes. That means Amal's speed is d minus x by 3 and Meera's speed is x by 3. So these are their individual speeds. So now if these are their individual speeds, then in 45 minutes, Amal will cover 45 into the speed of Amal, d minus x by 3, which is 15 into d minus x. And Meera will cover 45 into x by 3, which is 15x. So these are the distances that they will cover if they are traveling in the same direction in 45 minutes. Now, it is given that Amal completes 3 more rounds than Meera. That means the distance covered by Amal, which is 15d minus 15x, will be equal to 15x plus 3 more rounds. That means 3 times d. So now I get an equation between x and d. So that means 15 minus 3, 12d equals 30x, or x is equal to 12 by 30 d, which is 6 2 by 5 d. So that means this is 2/5 of the whole distance, this is 3/5 of the whole distance. So therefore, in 1 hour, what will Meera cover? So in 1 hour, the distance covered by Meera in 60 minutes will be 60 into the speed of Meera, which is x by 3, which would be 20x. Now 20x, from here I can see 5x is twice d. So 20x will be equal to 8d. So this would be 8 times d. That means 8 rounds of the track. So that means in 1 hour, the number of rounds that Meera covers is 8.